Hey G Squad, welcome back to Startup Is It Worth It? So today's episode we got this cool make here, and here's what these are two type of air purifier tower fans from two different brands. One of them is from a brand called Dyson here, which is the pure cool option. We're actually help you guys give you guys a fan option and the air purifier option at the bottom. Right here we do have the one from Dreo here, and this one is also an air purifier fan as well. So the bottom part is where it sucks out all of the dirt, dust, and everything else in the air, and then here we do have the bottom part here as well. Top part right here is where the air comes out, and this one as well. Both of them, they do have the option for you guys to use remote control, app control, and this one actually gives you guys the option to use voice control. I don't think this one has a voice control from what I remember when you guys use it. Dyson one right here has a cool design where you can put your hands through on here and it's safe. This one you guys can't even put your hand in here, so that won't be an issue. When you guys compare the size of both these two here, you can see how the Dreo one is a lot taller and bigger, and this one here from Dyson is a lot smaller. And obviously when you guys compare both of them, when you guys compare the weight, this one right here is definitely a lot more heavier when you guys do compare both units. And what you guys do get for both of them very similar. The fan option where you guys can change the speed, change the different mode that you can use on here for sleep mode, auto mode, etc. But the cool thing about this one right here is the fact that you guys can change the different levels of the air purifying option only and the fan only option. This one you guys can just change the speed on here for the auto mode or the different speed, and that's it. And the one thing that I want to mention about the Dyson one here, when you guys use it, you do have the option to turn around with ease like this. And the Dyson one gives you guys a much bigger coverage, 360 almost all the way. Where for this one right here, you guys can't really turn it. This one actually turns by itself when you guys turn on the oscillating option, but this one only goes a 120-degree angle when you guys do use it. And then also for this Dyson one here, it actually has the option to blow the air from the front or the back. This one here, it only goes in one direction when you guys use it, so keep that in mind. So that's a little bit about both units on here in terms of what you guys do get and how it kind of works. Let me actually bring the camera closer to show you guys what's on here for both of them first, like the remote control option and the filter on here first. So I guess the very first thing, let's take a look at the remote control on here for both of them first. So this is what it looks like for the Dreo one here, for this one here. So power option, the plus and minus, mode option, air purifying option, oscillating option, and timer option. And the way where you guys can put this one here is in the back. So if you guys want to put this in the back part right here, you guys are more than welcome to leave it there in the back for easy access when you guys need it. It doesn't really fit perfectly on there, so you kind of have to get the angle kind of on there. So that's one thing to remember about this one. But the cool thing about both of them, like I mentioned, you guys are more than welcome to use on here. The manual option, the app option, and even voice control. Where for the Dyson one right here, the way how they design it, they do have this option for it to stick on top because it is magnetic, which is nice. But they do have the power option, the info button, increase and lower option, auto option, change direction in the front and the back, oscillating option here, and the sleeping option on here for sleep mode. And when you guys look at both of them from up close, here it actually looks like for both of them. So just by looking at the length of the coverage for the fan option only, this is a lot smaller and this is a lot bigger for the coverage. But the way how to design this one also give you guys a much stronger wind that comes out. I did a different video for the unboxing this one, so you guys know what I mean, how it's pretty strong for the wind when you guys use it. Even when you guys turn it on, you guys can see what I mean in a second. So I kind of wish that they had like a magnetic option on here for you guys to stick this on somewhere for easy access, but for me it's not a big issue because I can always use the app control or voice control to control it. But when you guys do look at the screen on top here, you guys can change the timing option, the Wi-Fi option, oscillating option, air purifier option, the mode option, speed option, and info button here. So pretty much everything that you can get on the app and also on the remote. So let's say for example, if you guys do change the different option on here, increase the speed, max is 12, and the lowest is 1. If you guys want to change the different levels of the air purifying option, you can do that on here. So whether on 1, 2, or 3, or in auto mode. There's a separate one for the fan option when you guys use it. So there's auto mode, sleep mode, no fan option, or normal speed option. There's even the oscillating option for you to do for 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 60 degrees, 90 degrees, and 120. And a time option up to 24 hours when you guys use it on here. Let me see. If you guys press the info button here, let me turn that off first. Let me turn off the oscillating option first. Info will show you guys the air quality level, which currently is blue, so the air quality is decent. Press the info button here, show you guys the filter percentage, which is brand new. Right here, show you guys the temperature in your room, which is 70 degrees at the moment. And then back to the speed option here. And notice how it does show you guys that mute, so you can feel free to turn on the sound on here or you can mute as well. I prefer it to be mute so that way it doesn't make the noise. And that's everything that's on the Dreo one here on top. Here is a fan option that comes out here, and then here's what the bottom part looks like for this part. The bottom part for the air purifier filter inside here. So we'll take a look at that in a second. Let's see what's on here really quick first. So this part right here is pretty much where the wind comes out for the air purifier fan option from this Pure Cool one here. They do have a button here for you to press to turn on and turn off the unit, but that's all it does. But on the screen right here, show you guys the auto mode and the AQ level of your air quality when you guys do that. And it kind of just show you guys a little chart if the air quality is good or bad. When you guys do press on the remote, you guys can change the speed on here to 10. Or I can bring it back down to 1. Or I can turn on auto mode on here just like what you saw earlier. If you guys want to change the direction of the wind, just press on this button here and that will change the direction from the front to the back, and they show you guys on here as well, which is kind of cool. That way now it's blowing all the wind towards the back, and you change it back to the front here if you guys want to. If you guys want to turn on the sleep mode, you guys can change it to whatever you guys want. So no sleep mode, or you change it up to 8 hours. If you guys press on this button here, that will give you guys the oscillating option. If you guys want to no oscillating option, 45 degree, 90 degrees, 180 or 350. So this one definitely gives you guys a lot more coverage when you guys use this, since it does go 360 or 350. And this one only goes 120 when you guys do that. And that's pretty much everything that's on here for this one. Now I'll take out the filter and show you guys what the inside looks like for both. So for the Dyson one right here, they do have this option for you guys to open up, and I do normally leave the tape on so that way it kind of secures it even though I don't need the option. This is the tape that was included, so I just left it there. And also for the coding about the Dyson one here, they show you guys what it kind of can detect in the air. So if it detects any of this stuff on here, it'll let you guys know. If you guys press on this button here, that will open it up. Same thing for this side here as well. And once you guys open it, you guys can see how we do have the filter inside here. Let me turn it around here and open it back up so that way we can take it out. So once you guys take it out, here's what the inside looks like for that part there and this part right here. So we do have multiple layers of the filter on here, just like the other one, which is the advanced carbon filter and the HEPA filter. And they show you guys how it can detect PM 2.5, PM 10 for allergens and dust, and detect like the car gas NO2 and VOC as well. And they have two of them here, one on each side when you guys use it. So instead of like one whole thing all around, it's like two pieces here. That's their design here. If you guys ever need to take it out, just press right here and just push it out very easily, and that way you can take it out to replace it. Just like that. And that's what the other side looks like here. And we've been using it for quite some time, so you can definitely see all the dust on there, so the unit definitely does work. So that's everything that's on the Dyson one here. Once you guys are done, you can put that inside. Doesn't matter which side you put it in, should be the same. Just clip it back on like that. Same thing for this side here. Just push it in to lock it in. Very easy and very simple, just like that. I just love how easy it is for you to spin the unit on here. Where for this one, I can't really spin it. But they do have this section here for you guys to use and look at, which kind of looks cool, like a little patio, fireplace, or heater. But if you guys do turn it around, the back part right here is where they do have the little opening for you guys to open it. And this side right here is what the filter looks like. So if you guys kind of just pull it out, that's what the inside looks like here. And then here we do have the filter. So inside we do have the HEPA filter, and outside is the advanced carbon filter for you guys to use. And that's pretty much all you guys do get for this one here compared to the Dyson one when you guys do look at both. So once you guys are done, put that inside here. Make sure this part right here is facing outwards so that way you can pull it out each time very easily. And just put that on the cover on here, and it's pretty much all set. So for this one, it kind of requires two hands to do it, whereas for the Dyson one, it's a little bit more easier for you guys to just use one hand to kind of push it in. But that's everything for what you guys do get on both of them. So one right now, I'll show you guys what the app looks like for both of them first. All right, so if you guys do look at the app, let's take a look at the Dreo one here first. So on the Dreo one right here, you guys can see how I show you guys like the air quality level, the temperature, and the filter light, just like how I showed it earlier when we guys press on the info button. They do have the timer option here for you guys to use if you guys want to, just like on the device. You guys can press right here to change the different settings. If you guys want to change like the air purifier option for different levels, just like how I show you guys on the screen. You can change the speed option of the fan all the way to 12, back down to 1, normal mode, sleep mode, auto mode, and you guys can change the direction of the oscillating option if you guys want to on here as well, which is pretty nice. And if you guys want to angle at a certain position, it will turn towards that way when you guys do that. So feel free to adjust all that on here when you guys use the product. And then here we do have the option for you guys to change all these different settings on here as well, for the sound option, child lock option, and so much more. So many different options available on here for you guys to use. And that's everything that's on the Dreo one here. If I do open the one from Dyson, let me show you guys what the Dyson one looks like. So once you guys go on the Dyson app, you can see how I do have a lot of different products from Dyson. But this one right here that I have, it should be the Purifier Cool. So if you guys turn it on and turn it off, it turns off there. Turn back on, and it turns on. So this one has auto mode here, auto mode there, and the oscillating option if you guys want to turn it on and off. If you guys press the remote control, you pretty much have everything that's on the remote control. Night mode, oscillating option, if you guys want to change the degree from 45, 90 degrees, 180, and 350. And the timer option as well. You guys get the option on here, airflow direction, and the airspeed. Feel free to adjust it based on your own preference. So that's pretty much what both app looks like when you guys do use them. What I'm doing now is to turn on the speed option for both of them and show you guys how loud it can get on the lowest speed level versus the highest speed level when you guys use them. All right, so let's try it for the Dyson one first, since I already have the app open. So I'm just gonna stand right in front of it so that way you can hear what it sounds like with the microphone that I have on my chest. So this actually sounds like on auto mode when we do turn it on. If I bring it up to, let's say, all the way up to 10. Here's how powerful it feels and also how loud it is for level 10 when you guys do turn on the max speed, which is level 10 right there. So pretty powerful and pretty loud if you guys can see and hear, hopefully. Let's turn back on auto mode for now. So now we do have auto mode there. Now if you guys go to the Dreo one here, here's the screen. So right now we do have in level 1, and here it actually sounds like level 1. If I bring up all the way to level 12, there is 12. When we do feel it on 12 on here, it definitely feels a lot more powerful, and the noise level on here is not too loud. I think it's relatively quiet for the design of the fan on here, which is pretty impressive. Definitely for the wind speed option, when you guys do feel it on here, it feels a lot more powerful than the Dyson one when you guys do compare it, which is totally understandable considering the blade that they use on here is a lot bigger inside here, and this one's a lot more smaller, but it's a lot more safer. You can see for the design. So both units are pretty quiet, but it does seem like the Dyson one is a little bit more louder than the Dreo one here, if you guys can hear, hopefully. But definitely for the fan speed level on here, it seems like the Dyson one is a little bit more weaker, and the Dreo one is a little bit more powerful when you compare both. And like I mentioned, for the Dreo one, we do have the app control, where for the Dyson one, it does not. So just to show you guys how it does work, let's give it a try. So this would be called Penny. Alexa, turn off Penny. You can see how it does work. Alexa, turn on Penny. Alexa, change the speed of Penny to 12. Alright, so see how they do have the option available on here, which is really nice. Where for Dyson, it doesn't have the option, but you do have the option to use the app control and also the remote control on here when you guys do that. So what I'm doing right now is turn on both of them on the auto mode on here and see how it does work when you guys do have smoke in the air. We'll start with the Dreo one first, then we'll do the Dyson after. So right now, let's turn off the Dyson first. So I just turned that off. Let me get my candle on here to create some smoke and see how it does work for the Dreo. Then we'll try the other one after. So right here, we do have the product. If I do create some smoke, you can see how there's a lot of smoke that came out. Let's change the information here to the air quality level and see what happened. All right, so not too bad at the moment, still 1. Let me try to create some more smoke and see what happens. All right, so that should be more smoke. Still seems pretty good so far, maybe not enough smoke. Or maybe it's just very powerful to the point that it just sucks everything inside immediately. Okay, so the number is slowly increasing. Okay, so it is slowly increasing now. You can see how the number is slowly going up. So I think because it's on auto mode on here, it needs to detect it for a few seconds before it kind of brings it up. You can see how the number is slowly going up higher now. So pretty much when it's blue, that means the air quality is good. Green or yellow like right now, that means the air quality is not as good. And if I do create some more smoke on here, it'll get even higher. Let me show you guys what I mean if I do make it a little bit higher. Alright. So see how when I make some more smoke on here, you can see how the number increased a lot more higher. And when you guys turn on the auto mode on here, it automatically adjusts the setting on here to increase it if it's like really bad air quality like right now. It's showing you guys 174 and the number starts to drop back down immediately because of how strong the air purifying option is for this Dreo air purifier technology. And now you pretty much have almost back to clean air quality when you guys do use that. So for this one, it definitely does work when you guys do use it, and it does a pretty good job to clean the air quality, and it detects it if you see how the numbers going back up again. So the moment once it sends any bad air quality in the air, it'll help you guys bring it back down relatively quickly when you guys do use it. Now I'll try the Dyson one and show you how it does work for that one compared to this one here. So I'll turn this one on. And let's do the same thing. Let me see if anything happened for right now, if it detects any air quality that's bad at the moment first. Alright, so far so good, it's fine. But let's create some smoke on here and see what happens. Alright, that should be a good amount of smoke right there. And we see how it jumped up immediately. And to show you guys how it's very toxic for the air on here and show you guys the number as well. But it relatively works really well for the air quality to bring back down. And we see how it jumped up to 200 and it jumped back down immediately after. And this one right here works pretty well as well when I still have it on. So for both products, when you guys use it, it works pretty well and it does detect the bad air quality immediately and it brings back down. This one right here kind of shows you guys the chart and it shows you the number as well. With our Dreo right here, it only shows the number and the color. So Dyson one still works pretty well for the overall detection for the air quality if it's bad, and also when it does everything else on here like the numbers and the chart, it gives you guys a lot more information on this one. But still, when you guys compare the wind speed option or the powerful wind option that comes out, it does still seem like the Dreo one is a bit more powerful when you compare both of them. Dyson one's still pretty good, but Dreo is definitely a lot more powerful for the wind that comes out. But air purifier option, both of them definitely works pretty well when you guys do use both of them and see. And that's pretty much what you guys do get for both units. Alright, so now that we compare both units on here to show you guys how it works and what you guys do get, now to answer the question of whether or not it's actually worth it or not and which one the better option to go for. So when it comes to the portability and the size wise, I think it's very obvious that the Dyson one is still the best one for the portability and the size, because this one is a lot more heavier and this one's a lot more lightweight. In terms of the functionality for what you guys do get for everything all together, like app control and ease of use, the Dreo one is definitely a lot more easier and a lot more functionality available for you guys to use on here, like the app control, voice control, manual control, remote control, and so much more. When it comes to powerful wind speed option, like I mentioned, the Dreo one is definitely a lot more powerful for the wind speed, more than the Dyson one when you guys compare both, because this is where all the wind comes out, where this one right here is all around throughout the side right here, throughout the unit. For a lot more options available for where the wind goes, like the direction it goes from the forward and backwards, and also 360. The Dyson one is definitely a lot better in that situation because it can go 360 or 350. This one can only go 120 when you guys use it, but you kind of choose where the angle goes, which you guys can also do in Dyson as well, where you can turn like this, which is nice. And then in terms of the air purifying option, I think the Dyson one is still the better option if I'm being honest with you guys, because I think for the Dyson one, it actually helps you guys detect more stuff that's in the air, like the pollen, the dust, NO2, and so much more. I think for this one here from Dreo, it only mainly detects like the normal filter stuff, like the dust and the other stuff in the air. Not too sure about the other stuff on here, but they probably provide you guys that information on the user manual, so feel free to take a look at that. But when it comes to the overall performance and everything all together, if I had to choose between both of these two here, just by looking at what we have so far here, if I want to use it as a kind of like a summer fan option since summer is approaching, I'll probably have to say that Dreo one's a lot more worth it than Dyson one if I'm being honest with you guys. But when it comes to getting like a better air quality, I think I'll probably have to say the Dyson one is my favorite one over the Dreo one right here for the air purifying option, because it does a better job to purify your air for everything that's in the air, and it seems like it works a little bit faster as well. Whereas with Dreo, it works really well and you guys can't really go on with it as well, but it definitely took some time to kind of detect it in the air, where for this one is kind of immediately, and it detects more stuff on there than see. So at the end of the day, it just depends on which one you prefer. You guys can't really go wrong with either one of these, and it's very impressive for what Dreo has came out with recently here, especially considering the price that you guys paying for one of these from Dreo is half the price of what you pay for this. So if you guys really think about it, it's a way more better deal for this one. You can get two of these for the price of one of these. So technically, if you guys are worried about how the direction doesn't go all the way 350, if you guys get two of these to put in your room, it'll give you guys a better coverage and a much stronger wind. So that's why I say this one's a lot more worth it for the overall performance than this one here, if I'm being honest with you guys. But then obviously for those of you guys who don't want or don't need one or have you want these, obviously don't buy one and save it on something else actually do need. So that's basically everything for this video itself. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button in the bottom. That will definitely help this video out, and it will definitely help with the algorithm as well to promote more videos for you guys so you guys can see more of the videos or similar videos as well. But as always, make sure to stay positive, be you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Is It Worth It? Peace.